Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from Lake Como, Italy. And recently I saw that many of you, or many of YouTubers, or many people in general are talking about the slow life in Italy, taking a house, the cost of living is cheaper than North America. And then, are you planning to come here and visit anytime soon? Because I am in Lake Como as we speak. I'm gonna reach on the seaside soon. I'm gonna reach on Milan downtown and I'm gonna show you around, and this long Italian summer is gonna be recorded with a pocketable EDC, which I'm using right now to record this episode, which is the Lumix Lx15 as they call it here. It's Lx10 in North America. So you know it's a 1-inch sensor, 20 megapixel, face recognition, 4K recording, and plenty of other features including a Leica glass, which is the reason why I purchased it in first instance. I know that you are all planning to go around and you don't want to have big and bulky and heavy gear to take care of because it's gonna take a lot of space out of your luggage, especially if you're flying over from another continent, such as from North America, from Canada, like I did a couple weeks ago. And then you don't want to babysit your stuff, but still you don't want to compromise on image quality. So this long Italian summer is gonna be a good test for compact cameras which are still existing. I mean, you can find brand new cameras, like I had the chance of purchasing a brand new end of stock because they're not in production anymore. There are a few ones that might do because they might meet the necessities, the needs that you have, such as Micro Four Thirds, of course, Lumix, Olympus, or Panasonic in general, but also other compact ones. Sony RX100 Mark 7, which is possibly the best compact camera money can buy, but is also expensive, and so it has the same format, the same size, the same touch and feel because it's a metal construction as the Lumix that I'm using right now. And so make sure you have a look in advance what you really need. I'm lacking an EDF, yes I will, so a Canon G5X Mark II will be a good alternative, despite the cost is almost double. So you win some and you lose some when you want to invest more or less for your vacation and to have good memories. So I'm gonna show you around what this little one is capable of, and please be aware that most of the footage outside will be recorded with my cheap Motorola because this camera only closes down to f11 and I didn't get the ND filter yet. It has been shipped, it's gonna take 1 week, 10 days, whatever. So I'm not able to record properly outside unless I compromise on shutter speed, which I don't want to do. So if I have to compromise on shutter speed, I will have the phone manage it. But whenever I'm using this one, I want you to enjoy its full capabilities, which are f1.4 glass and 4K recording, despite the audio, of course, is gonna be recorded externally. I'm using my Rode Wireless Go 2 and it's not connected in any way to the camera because it doesn't have a mic jack input, so I will have to sync in post later on. And then for external recordings I might use another external mic, or from time to time if you see me with the headphones, of course I'm still using the wired ones, is because I'm using regular headphones and I'm talking into the phone. But apart from that, I'm very happy for what I saw so far. This camera is great for street photography, but also for panoramic shot. I have a bit of a zoom, so if you need a bit more reach, that might be the case if you're visiting a city, if you're traveling, if you want to, I don't know, take a snap of a bell tower or whatever monument you're visiting, that might be at hand. So also the TZ200, whatever Lumix you are able to find, which is more contemporary, has a bigger reach, such as the RX100 Mark 7 has a very long reach, and the face recognition and the face tracking that Sony is famous for. So with that, just focus on important things, a quick snack, and then we're ready to hit the road. What would you say the slow life? Someone calls it La Dolce Vita, which is not here because Dolce Vita normally is Naples or south of Italy, but still. I don't think there's anything better than a slow bike ride on a Sunday afternoon. You really savor any moment here. People are just relaxing and enjoying the city and the place and the food. So here we are riding around the walls of the city, Como city center. There's plenty of wisteria here and there, and pigeons, of course. I'm recording with my cheap Motorola, so sorry for that. But it's such a slow life that I don't want to waste any energy to have a proper exposure or shutter speed. I let the phone do everything, and then I'm focusing only when I see something which is worth it. Still going around because it's a slow ride by definition. It's not a race. I don't have anything to accomplish today. I don't have anything to achieve today. Here it's where any other day there's the public market. I'll share it with you on Tuesday or Thursday, so you will see all the stalls. You can buy clothes, things for the household, and of course, plenty of food. We're still going around the walls here in Como, and in a minute, you're gonna see what they call Porta Torre, which is this tower that was the access to the inner part of the city. So that's why Porta Gate, Torre, Tower. So Tower Gate, which is worth a shot. So I'm gonna park my bike, take the camera out of the portable luggage we have here on the bike, and take some pictures. Well, that's a bummer. This is closed. I cannot get inside and take a shot from inside and below to the top. I remember I had good shots of it. All right. Now we'll see if I'm able to find a nice spot for an espresso, despite I see plenty of tourists here. All the tables must be taken. Yep, teddy bears, restaurant, and La Cafeteria. Keep going with this double exposure of the mountains just behind the city, which are enlightened while here we are in the shade, thanks to the walls. I'm just riding the bike with no final destination in mind. Let's see where we get to. I have to say, this phone makes an awesome job with the stay. It might not be a good or profound colors. Dynamic range looks a bit limited, but with the stay, I have nothing to complain about. If you think that this is worth $5 a month for a couple years and then I'm get to take it for me, I don't have to give it back. That's a great deal if you want to record 4K with a stay. That's the square of the theater. Yeah, backlit. It's a Sunday afternoon in Italy, guys. There are people everywhere. We are so many in such a tiny place. Compared to Canada, here 70 million people in a country as small as New Zealand versus 37 million in Canada. There's the stadium. The whole city is thrilled because the local football team, the local soccer team is fighting to get to the Major League end of year. 5 matches to go. Here's another monument to all the soldiers that lost their life during the World War. And here there's way too many people everywhere. One of the favorite spots for photos and selfies is this corner under the wisteria behind the lake. There's nothing special to me, but I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Oh, this is beautiful. That's a Volkswagen electric van. Nice. And we're back to the garden at Villa Olm, which is right on the lake. Now, it's time to put the cheap phone back in the bag and to take out the camera, because so far I only had some crappy footage, got it with the phone. But I want to use a proper camera now. I didn't feel like doing any street photography in the city center because it's packed with tourists. Alright, here's the camera. No name bag, of course. Say it's very minimalistic. This is a bag I got from a binocular brand Nikon that I was gifted a few years ago. And I used it with the Sony RX100 that I had a few years ago, and it did its job perfectly. So now it's time to get the Lumix ready. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.